So the WWE title match is CM Punk against Dolph Ziggler with John Laurinaitis as the special guest referee. And Laurinaitis has already said that he's going to screw Punk. So naturally, I assume that it won't happen because WWE loves to do that. I expect Laurinaitis to get knocked out and for another referee to come into the ring and count the pinfall victory for CM Punk. Agree, disagree?
I disagree. Because I do believe that there's going to be hints that Johnny Ace is going to try and screw him over. But I've got a funny feeling that Ace will count the pinfall while Punk wins the match because he's afraid that he's going to lose his job.
Yeah, I second what Mike just said pretty well. I don't think Ziggler has a chance of leaving the Royal Rumble as the WWE champion, personally. I'm sure it's going to be a great match. We've seen these two compete numerous times, especially that great match they had in November last year. But I totally see, Punk retaining, and I think Laurinaitis will count the pinfall despite his claims of screwing over CM Punk, just, to try and save face in his job.
Dace?
Unfortunately for Dolph Ziggler, I think it's going to be the second year in a row where he leaves the Royal Rumble empty-handed. And I can see Laurinaitis counting it 1, 2, 3, fair down the middle, but Punk's still decking him anyway.
You know what? That actually might be a good method of doing it. I definitely expect something to happen between Punk and Laurinaitis. That's why I'm hesitant to believe that Laurinaitis is going to count the pinfall, and especially if there's truth to the rumor that they might do CM Punk against Triple H at WrestleMania.
I hope not.
I hope so, only in the sense that I don't want to see Triple H against Undertaker. And if this switches that up and puts Jericho in that instead, I would much rather have that. But
I don't want to see Triple H turn heel and go for the freaking title. It's ridiculous.
No, I don't either, but if the alternative is that Triple H faces Undertaker for the third time and we get a waste of that match, then I'd rather see that happen.
How about he just doesn't actually get booked on the card?
I'm more than happy if that would happen. I'd rather see
go up against Cena next year and then go 20-0, but knowing them, they're definitely going to have him on the card in some kind of capacity, whether it be Jericho or Triple H.
Something that I was toying around with the idea behind was if they wanted to have Triple H on the card, they could do something with maybe The Miz, because he has nothing right now. I wouldn't mind seeing Triple H against The Miz. Of course, it would just be Triple H burying The Miz, but you know how that goes.
Pose, kick him in the groin, pose, pedigree.
Right.
Unless, Miz's feud with Truth, stretches out that far. All the way to WrestleMania, but I don't know if they'll...
I'm thinking that's going to be the same as the
whole
Randy Orton, Barrett, and Cena Kane thing, where it just ends at the Elimination Chamber. Or even before that, kind of they start breaking off into other little feuds, and I'm not expecting Miz against R-Truth. Although if they do have Money in the Bank, which is another rumor, then I guess that Dolph Ziggler, Miz, R-Truth,
those guys will be thrown in there. Yeah.
Maybe Zack Ryder, maybe Jack Swagger. You got 10 people that they'll probably put in. So I'm not expecting Dolph Ziggler to win the title at all here. And you know what? As much as a fan of Dolph Ziggler as I am, I hope that he doesn't too, because I don't want to see him have a second world title reign that gets shot to shit immediately. His first one was what, a week?
2 hours.
It was 2 hours. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the end of the episode.
I counted it as 5 minutes because he wasn't awarded it till the end of the show, and then Edge basically came out and beat him in 5 minutes and then won it back. I still don't count it. I just say it was one long Edge title reign. That's how ridiculous that whole thing was.
At least it was longer than the Big Show's reign.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting Ziggler to come out with the title at all here, but I do expect him, if they do have Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, to come out with Money in the Bank. I think he's proven himself worthy, and they're going to give that to him. So 100% CM Punk winning here. If he wins with Laurinaitis counting the pinfall, like you guys were saying, then I can see that happening. I can also see another ref like Kyoto coming down afterwards, something like that. I don't know, but all four of us are going with CM Punk.
Yes.
Indeed.
Alrighty, so then that brings us to the main event, the Royal Rumble, and that should be part 6. So check out part 6 coming up right after this one.